Hello everybody, it's Jiggly Raptor here with some Modern Warfare 3. So, today's topic is favorite genres of video games and then your favorite games from those genres. So, you can pick as many genres as you want and as many games as you want from those genre. I'm not going to discriminate on how many you can have or any of that, just pick as many as you want. So, I'm going to talk about my two. I have two of them. There's free roamers or platformers, whatever the hell you want to call it, and then fighters. So my top favorite is free roam. I love free roam games. I just like the aspect of it. I just like the ability to go around a town or a city and just fuck shit up with whatever it may be. For instance, Grand Theft Auto. You know, you're going around a city, blowing people with your AKs, your RPGs, your grenades, and your fists. You're just going around all of, New York City, Liberty City, Vice City, San Andreas, etc., and destroying people with all types of crazy shit you don't even need to be having in that world. And then you got stuff like Infamous and Prototype, which are very similar when it comes to like the superhero thing. But you got, Cole from Infamous, who has lightning powers, and then in the second one has like, frost powers and fire powers, which I thought was really interesting. And then you got Alex Mercer and then Heller from Prototypes 1 and 2, who have like mutation infection powers. And there's just some creepy ass shit where they're just going around with like tentacles and shoving it up people's, assholes and absorbing people with like Resident Evil type shit going on. That's just like crazy, like ooh. But it's just the best part is the free roam aspect of the game. I just love being able to roam freely and not being able to be confined to one space over and over again, because it just takes the fun out of the game. And you're never gonna have boring fun with a free roam game, especially if it's like online or something like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you could get bored playing single player after a while, but if you're playing online, you're going around a whole city and you have a place to hide, set up a base, get more weapons, vehicles, run people over. You have a more wider range to run away or fight somebody at, and you're not enclosed, and you just don't get that feel where you're just bored all the time. It just feels so great to be able to do that. There's so many types of free roam games. I mean, RPGs kind of have that free roam aspect to them, but they're not the same thing as just regular platformers and stuff. They don't have that exact same feel, because for RPGs, they're usually turn-based, so you can't really, just go around destroying shit and blowing up stuff at your leisure like you want to on other stuff like Grand Theft Auto. So that leaves off on my next genre of game, fighters, which are really nothing compared to free roamers at all. But I just like fighters because I just like the fighting. I just like the aspect of being able to knock somebody upside the skull with my fist. Just beating them up to the core, destroying them, whatever you may call it. It just feels right to be able to do that. And there's so many different types of fighters and so many different types of styles of fighting games out there. And there's people who complain about the fighters not, the game's being nerfed. They want it nerfed because some characters are too stronger than others, like Marvel vs. Capcom and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Some of the characters are stronger than others, like, Sentinel and Hulk. And people get mad about that because that's all people pick. But you gotta think about it this way, you can't have a completely set of characters that are all balanced out like you would in the game called Virtual Fighter, where all the characters are just completely nerfed and they're pretty much the same thing, just different characters with different movesets. But Marvel vs. Capcom, you got the whole partner thing, and it's all about the strategy, and you can overcome the power if you're good enough, because, power is nothing if nobody can hit you. If you land the combos and execute the grabs and the blocks fast enough and good enough, you can just, stop all that Hulk shit and all that Sentinel shit. I mean, people do spam Sentinel shit, like, all the time, but it's very easy to get out if you sit there and take the time to analyze the way people play, because nobody's perfect and everybody makes a mistake in the game. If you take the time to watch the people's mistakes, you can go in from that and stop all that crazy spamming bullshit that everybody does with Sentinel and Hawk, and then, all those other games like freaking Street Fighter and Tekken where people juggle and shoot Hadoukens everywhere. That's annoying too. And I asked for a favorite game from from fighters. I don't think I have one, but it would probably have to be from Naruto. And people would say, oh, Naruto's not a real game, it's not fun, it's not cool, it's not legit because it takes no skill. Fuck that. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm is the shit, it's the best fighter, in my opinion. I love it. I mean, there's other great fighters out there that I enjoy, like Tekken, Street Fighter, Virtual Fighter, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, etc. But Naruto just has that feel to it, and it also has that free roam feel that I get from like platformers too. It's not all boxed in like you are with Street Fighter and Tekken and Marvel, where you're just in one split room and you're fighting. And then for my favorite free roamer slash platform, whatever you want to call it, like I said before, I'd probably have to say Infamous or Prototype. I'm not really sure, but I'll probably go for Infamous just because I like Cole and I like his powers the most. I like lightning powers and frost powers more than anything in any game possible, and that's what makes Infamous stick out the most to me. But, you know, so that's basically how I feel and what I like about those genres of games and what genres of games I like. So, for all my spectators out there, I want you to post in the comments what your favorite genre of games are and your favorite games from those genres. And also, if you have a topic for me to talk about, post it in the comment and I will talk about anything. Doesn't matter what it is, I will talk about it no matter what. So that's all the time we have for today, and I will talk to you all on the next commentary I do. Peace out. Home dog.